everyone. We're about to get started shortly in about a minute. Hope everyone's doing alright today. Alright, welcome everybody. Hi. How you all doing today? I hope your weekends were great and fantastic. Oh, I'm gonna have a good stretch class today. Alright, so as usual, find a mat, find some space, and let's get ourselves started. Alright, we'll start in a saddle position here. Sorry, 1 second, please. Sorry about that. I felt like I needed to sneeze there. So we'll start in this saddle position. All right. So we're going to be doing a few stretches for today. Each of our stretches are going to be about 60 seconds each. And during those 60 seconds, we're going to be making sure that we are focusing on the breathing, right? Exhaling through the nose, or inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through our mouth. All right. So here we go, everyone. We'll get started. And let's start in the saddle position. Let's start with some lower body stuff today. So let's transition down into the pigeon pose. All right. So we're gonna get into a quadruped position. Bring the leg forward. And then we're just going to drop the torso down. I'm going to hold this position for exactly 60 seconds. Here we go. So today we might be doing some double stretches, getting some really tight knots in the body here. And for me, I'm tight all over, especially in my hip flexors. So today to loosen up as much as I can before my own personal workout, which is a few hours from now. Alright, we're going to hold this position for another 30 seconds here. Alright. So as you're holding, remember, try to get deeper into the position. Try to relax your body as much as you can. Alright, we got about 10 more seconds left here. Alright, go ahead and switch sides. Let's begin. So let's do some practice breathing. Go ahead and breathe in through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. Try again, breathe in. And exhale. Fantastic. Next thing we're going to go into is the child's pose. So let's start in the quadruped position. Alright. Sorry, my apologies. 1 second. I just need to adjust my socks here. So again, we're going to get into the quadruped position once more. I'm going to drop that torso down. Reach as far forward with your hands as you can comfortably. This one you're going to feel along the lats, along the back as well. Maybe a little bit in the shoulders too. Again, trying to inch as far forward as you can with the hands. Doing this will give you a much deeper stretch in your back here. And hold for another 20 seconds. Seconds left here. Keep on holding, everyone. We go in 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come out for the stretch. The next one we're going to go into is the Cobra. So with the Cobra, flat onto your stomach. And then from here, what you're going to do, you're going to push that torso up. Off the floor. And you're going to hold here. Hold for a few seconds here. This one you should feel along the abdomen. Keep on holding, you're doing good. Again, control your breathing and relax your body. Ten seconds. Here we go. We're going to transition back into that child's pose once again. So back into the child's pose, reaching as far forward as you can for another minute here. About 30 more seconds. Try to reach a little further with those hands if you can. Trying to relax the body as much as we can. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Alright, so from here what we're going to do, we're going to go into the camel. So the camel, we're in the quadruped position, like so. And from here what you're going to think about doing is pushing your upper back up in towards the ceiling, like so. And we're going to hold this for time. Alright? So try and arch that upper back as much as you can. Seconds left here. Keep on holding. Keep on arching that upper back. Awesome. And then we're gonna reverse that position. And we're gonna think about arching the low back. We're gonna go into the cat position. All right. So before we were arching, now we are. Excuse me. Before we were rounding, now we are arching that lower back. Again, control that breathing. Hold this position here. Trying to loosen up those back muscles. Just a few more seconds. Keep it up, everyone. Hopefully your back is not as tight as mine today. Fantastic. So the next stretch that we're going to go into is a hip flexor stretch. So we're going to start with the right knee on the floor. Right knee is going to be on the floor like so, right? And then from here, what you're going to do, squeeze that right glute, right? And then you're going to think about driving the hips or the body forward. And we're going to hold this position for some time here. So you're squeezing the right glute. You're driving the hips forward, right? And you're going to get a stretch along the front part of your hip flexor here, all right? This part of my hip flexor is actually very sore. So I need to make sure I'm nice and nimble when I do my workout for today. Although I don't recommend doing static stretches, you know, if you a few hours before working out, or an hour before working out. What I would recommend are dynamic stretches. They're a little bit more effective. With static stretches, we kind of reduce our performance slightly when it comes to athletic performance. So it's best to do stretches that move your joints through a range of motion. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Than to perform stretches that are static in nature. All right. So when I'm saying that I'm trying to loosen myself up, doing these static stretches for my workout, that's okay because I'm not going to be working out for a while, but to do them immediately before you start your workout is not necessarily recommended. So, dynamic stretches over static stretches when preparing to exercise. All right. 20 seconds left in this position here. All right. So make sure you're really squeezing that glute. Right now we have the left knee on the floor, so you're going to squeeze that left glute and drive the hips. Bring those hips forward. All right. Just a few more seconds here. Fantastic. All right. So the next stretch we're going to go into is the 90-90. All right. I'm going to work on some internal hip rotation here. All right. I'm going to start with 90 degrees on the front, 90 on the back. And I'm just going to hold for a little bit of time here. So for me, I really got to work towards getting this stretch in a much better position where I don't need to use the hand to support my weight. Right? I really need to work on improving that hip mobility so that when I'm holding this 90-90 stretch, I'm not using my hand. Unfortunately, you can't really see my hand because it's being covered, but if I were to take this opposite hand here, I would fall over to the side, unfortunately. So definitely got to work to improve that hip mobility. Hopefully, to you all that are watching, maybe your hip mobility might be a little bit better than mine. And then from here, what we're going to do is switch sides. But I hope all of your hip mobilities are a little bit better than mine. And if you can support yourself in the 90-90 position without the hand, then that is fantastic. That is fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that other position here. Oof, I'm feeling it. And here, oh, we go. Another 60 seconds here. Oof, I'm really feeling it. Again, really controlling that breathing. Try to relax as much as you can here. Taking deep breaths in. And exhaling. 30 more seconds left here. Keep it up, everyone. Alright, fantastic. Alright. So we're going to pause here again. We're going to transition into... Oof. Oh, very nice. I'm going to transition into a hamstring stretch. We're going to go into the split squat, or excuse me, the half split rather. So we're going to extend the one leg forward, like so. Alright. And from here, you're going to reach down to the floor as far as you can comfortably. And we're going to hold this position here. Now, if the floor is a little bit too uncomfortable, you can stay upright. Hands can be on the side, and you can just drop down the torso. But if you want to get a more intense stretch, you can come down to the floor here. It's okay if your background's here. All right, we're going to hold for another 30 more seconds here. Alright, let's go ahead and switch sides here. So we're going to switch. I'm going to do that right leg. But if you've already done your right leg, you can go ahead and do the left. Alright, and let's begin. Another 30 more seconds here. So again, like I'm always mentioning, really important to focus on your breathing, right? When you're breathing, it's easier to, or when you focus on your breathing, it allows your body to relax, right? And when we can relax our body, it'll be easier for us to get into a more comfortable position when we are stretching. All right, so we're going to hold this for another 10 more seconds, and then we're going to transition into a deep squat. All right, here we go. So the next thing we're going to get into is a really deep squat. All right, so squatting, right, what we're going to do is try and squat down as low as we can. And then we're going to take the hands, our elbows here, these little thingies, And you're gonna force I can feel this. You're gonna force the elbows against the knees as comfortably as you can, right? And this is gonna help to open up the adductors, open up the groin here, all right? So try and get as deep as you can in here. Try to keep your feet on the floor as you can, depending on your mobility. And try to really force those knees out as hard or as comfortably as you can here. All right. I'm gonna hold for another. This is tough. My hip mobility is not the greatest on a Monday. Ugh. Alright, so really make sure we're breathing here. Alright, and here what we're gonna do, we're gonna stand up. Oh, wow. I am really feeling it. Alright, take a moment. Oh, camera. Alright, so just shake it out a little. You know, do a stanky leg, as they might call it. I don't know. Just shake it out a little. Alright, and we're going to get down into that position again. Alright, so here we go. Back into that deep squat. And begin. So the second time should be a little easier now. Alright. Should be a little easier. And feel free to rock side to side. Right? That way we can also get a little bit of an ankle stretch too. Alright. And again, focus on that breathing. Alright. Just rocking back and forth, getting comfortable in the bottom position here. Deep breaths in. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Again, slowly, very slowly come out of it. Oh, wow. Shake it out a bit. Alright. Oof. Take a moment. There we go. So we're going to get back down onto the floor. We're going to do a few little upper body stretches here. Okay. So let's start in the saddle position. That way we can get a nice stretch in the ankles and our knee as well. Alright. And we're going to start with taking the right arm across the body and hold. Alright. I'm just going to hold here for a bit. Adjust the camera for 1 second. Keep holding that position, guys. Keep on holding. We got another 25 seconds. Keep holding. We're almost there. Just adjusting the camera. Let me get in a little closer with you guys, actually. It's hard to do it when you're on your own. There we go. Nice and close. Alright, shake it out a little. Let's go ahead and do that other side. for another 10 more seconds here. Fantastic. All right. So we're gonna do one more stretch just to finish it off, and we're gonna work on the neck here. All right. So what we're gonna do is just with our right arm first. We're just gonna pull the head down very gently. Very gently pull that arm, or that head rather. Excuse me. Again, you're still holding that saddle position, right? So we shouldn't have left. As you can see, I'm still holding my saddle position here, right? So you should still be holding, getting that stretch in the quads and in the ankles as well. Alright. So keep, oh no. My apologies, everyone. Keep holding that position here while I adjust the camera. We got another 10 seconds left. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and switch sides. Really starting to feel it on the quads and the ankles, but that's great. Just a few more seconds left here, everyone. You're doing really good today. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Slowly come out of it. Shake it out a little. Oof. Alright. Don't forget about those legs. Shake out the legs a bit as well. If you'd like to, you can stand up as well. Alright. So job well done today, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. So apologies for last week. Last week we had some technical issues. So but it seems that things are sorted out now. So again, we're here back at it again with our stretching session, always at 11:30. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, gyms are always open, so feel free, welcome yourself in here. If you ever want to chat with me, feel free to chat with me. I'm always open to answer any type of fitness related questions or anything regarding things that are outside of fitness. All right. If you want to book a free fitness consultation, feel free to shoot us a message on Instagram, or you could send us an email at the AWC. And we'll be there, and we'll not be there, but we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can, and we'll schedule that fitness consultation. Till then, take care, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Not weekend. Wonderful week. Wonderful week. Bye for now. Yes.